Any questions you have, anything you want to go over that you need help with, or you saw something that maybe you would like future training on?
I just have a question with regards to renaming, because that's the thing that, one of the things that I have struggled with, especially with the documents. So the first question that I have is, I would like to know for the EMD specifically, I would like to know the difference between the escrow receipt and the borrower receipt.
Let me go ahead and open one up real quick. Let me start showing my screen.
Thank you.
Okay. So as you can see, I'm opening 3 different escrow receipts here. So these first two somewhat look similar. The thing with this escrow receipts, all of them, is you're going to notice it has the escrow name. So this one is Cameo Escrow. This one is the My Escrow. And then this one is the Fidelity National Title. So all of these, so like this one, it specifies what it is. So on the escrow receipts, it's always going to be the money going into escrow. So the money that they are receiving. So in this case, it says wire in, or this one here is going to be received. Again, this one, the receipt date. So these initial deposit, wire transfer, all this stuff right here, it's because it was the escrow receipt. It's going into escrow's account. Along with the escrow receipt, they will have this confirmation. So it's from the bank going to the escrow. So right here, the reference, the account name is going to be the escrow's information. So this one down here, again, the account name is escrow's information. It's the money going to escrow. So you can see the sender here, the sending bank, has a borrower's name. This sender name, this one right here, doesn't have our borrower's name, but it has a different bank from the receiving bank for escrow. This one's a wire transfer. Again, it's going to escrow. And here we have this one's a little bit harder to find, but the sending bank here, it's Chase. The bank for their account was different, this USB bank. So we always want to be, these are escrow receipts. So now I'm going to show you what the escrow receipt and what the borrower receipt or wire receipt is. So you can see this one here. Our buyers is Ji-Hyun Han and Suji-An. This right here is the borrower's receipt for this earnest money. So we can see that on this receipt here, it has the bank's information. It doesn't have any escrow. It has the bank's title versus this one. The header is the escrow here. So this is an initial wire transfer receipt. This one right here is the receipt that they are sending out the money. It's the wire going out versus this one was for the money coming in. So again, this one here has the account information. So Suji-An, the money here that is being wired out is 18,000. And then this beneficiary information is escrow's information. So this is who's going to be receiving this 18,000 here. Versus on this one here, it's the money coming into it, received. And then on our wire transfer, this is our escrow's account information. The beneficiary was our escrow. The sending bank is this US bank account, which should match this account information here, 3723.
Okay.
Difference?
Yes.
So we always want to read through the document and to be able to understand it. But the main difference is when it's a transfer it'll have the bank's information. That when we have the bank's information as a head title, it's always going to be a receipt from the borrower versus this one here that it's from escrow. Okay. Did it make sense, or is there any questions that you have?
Yes, that clarifies my question or answer my question. I have another question. Sometimes in the email, when renaming documents, or I usually refer to the email. For example, if the email says this is an escrow receipt or borrower receipt and whatnot, so that's how I rename the document. But sometimes it differs with the actual document. So I have a confusion as to what should be the correct format, or where should I follow? Is it on the email or is it on the actual document?
So some documents are, so like some of the it can be versus like conditions that we get or escrow documents. So some of the information that the escrow or the LO provides could be named differently. So you can reference to the emails that you get to see what the information is, but we can't always rely on the email because they could think that that's what they're sending the EMD receipt, but in reality, they sent us a copy of a bank statement. So we always want to reference the actual document and review it before we actually name it. We can't go through the email to see what information the borrower sent us or the LO or escrow. But when it comes to actually renaming, we want to make sure that that document is what they are saying it is.
So we should be referring to the actual document and not just on the email.
Correct. Yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes. So that's all my question for today.
Okay.